Hello everybody, welcome to the Steckline Report. Nice to have you aboard as we wrap up another year. They fly by pretty fast. Seems like the older you get, they go faster too. I bet some of you folks have noticed that as well. Getting ready for a brand new year. Here on the Steckline Report, I thought we'd reminisce a little bit about this year and kind of what we as a farmer ought to be thinking going into the new year. I'm out on the farm just this afternoon taking a look at our wheat crop, and I got to tell you, in south central Kansas where I farm, we've got some of the nicest wheat at this time of the year I've ever had. I got it planted pretty early, and then only half of it came up, or 3/4, because it was so dry. And then the most beautiful 2-inch rain that took 3 days to come down happened, and everything came up, and I've got a great crop. It's not the necessarily the thing across the entire Midwest, I can tell you for sure. Western Kansas has got some crops that look like they're barely coming up. Those that are up sometimes are just about this tall, and you wonder if it's going to get real cold this winter, what's going to happen to that. And even at that, I can tell you this is not going to be a bumper crop if that's all the tallness you've got right now, unless something extravagant happens. It doesn't work that way for me, at least on my farm. Now, what about, I just thought maybe we'd visit a little bit about what expectations I have for the grain markets and the livestock markets here on our next two reports of the Steckline Report. First of all, we're going to talk grain today because as I just came from the wheat fields, and it made me wonder what I should do. I've got a little bit of the old crop sold at about $8 a bushel, and I did that a long time ago, but I'm going to have to take a few dollars off of that when it comes sale time, but real happy about that. Right now, though, we've seen some strength in this market the past week or so, a couple of weeks. What's causing all that? Well, this is the thing that could cause this grain market to go up, and that is weather. I've kind of quite honestly said that if we get an average crop around the world for corn, soybeans, and wheat this year, we've seen the highs in the grain market. But now that's all washed out if we have some weather problems, and we do have. Example, the Ukraine winter wheat update gives us some problem areas. In fact, a lot of the Ukraine had less than 25% of normal rains. And they're going into the winter time with some very poor quality wheat, kind of like western Kansas, if I could kind of compare it. And they have much colder temperatures in the Ukraine. There could be some pretty big winter kill there, but it's going to take a little while to figure and find all that out. Something that's going a little quicker and that's got the market moving on the higher side the past several market days is South America. Brazil and Argentina, especially Argentina, but Brazil as well, having some major moisture problems. I got to tell you, as we look at the Argentina weather map, we can see soil moisture supply in the central Argentine crop belt, pretty good. But the only portion of this region with adequate soil moisture is along the coast. And some areas are 50% of normal rain over the past 3 or 4 months. And there is some major concern about production there in Argentina, and that laps right over into Brazil. And so if these problems continue to exist, folks, we've got some higher grain prices to look at as we march into 2012. However, if we get a bunch of rain, which the La Niñas and all those people that are talking about those tell us they are there, and the outlook is not good, I get a little bit more bullish on holding on before I sell any more wheat. And that might be for you corn and soybean boys as well. At least that's what I think at this hour. Stay tuned for the next Steckline Report.